Today we're doing pages 143 and 144. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Psalms 118:24. We're going to go ahead and start filling out the chart in the class practice. Directions tell us to complete this chart. Find the multiples of the denominators. Okay, so remember our denominator is the bottom number. We're finding the multiples of our denominator. So multiples of 2 there would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We're going to stop at 14. Remember, ... says it continues on, but we're going to stop there. For the next one, we're looking at the denominator, which is 6. We'll go 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Okay, now we're going to look for what are our common multiples. What are we going to find in both the multiples of 2 and the multiples of 6? I see that 6 is a common multiple, and 12, and 18, um, 18 would be, even though you don't see it on our 2s, 18, let's put another one, it would be 24 would be another one, and we'll stop there, we'll do our ... Now remember, now we're looking for our LCM, that's the lowest common multiple. What's the lowest number that are common between 2 and 6? It's 6. And LCD would be, what's the lowest common denominator? Well, it's the same number, it's 6. Okay, let's look at the next one. We're looking for, our denominator here is 3, multiples of 3. We'll put 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And we'll do ... Okay, for 9, multiples would be 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, ... And so our common multiples would be 9, and then 18, now if you were to keep going with your line of 3s, you'd then have 27. We can stop there. We'll do ... because there would be more, but we're going to stop there. And then our LCM, which is our lowest common multiple, would be 9. And our LCD will also be 9. Okay, let's do our denominator for 1/4. Be 4. What are multiples of 4? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Okay, for 6, we'll do 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. What's kind of cool is we had 1/6 there, so it was easy to do. And then we'll do our 8. We'll do 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. Okay, and now we're looking at 3 different numbers, 4, 6, and 8, and trying to find our common multiples. Now we're looking at 3 here. And what would our common multiples be? Well, they all share 24. And if you were to keep going with them, you then would come up with 48. It would be another common multiple. And then our LCM, our lowest common multiple, is the 24. Therefore, it's also our LCD, lowest common denominator, 24. Now, this LCD, we're now going to use that for working on number 2. It says to find the least common denominator and make an equivalent fraction. All right. So, 6 and 4. We need to find the lowest number that 6 and 4 both go into. Well, 6 goes into 6, and then 6 goes into 12. 4 goes into 4, 4 goes into 8, 4 goes into 12. So 12 is the lowest number that they both go into. So what we need to do then is put 12 as a denominator here. I'm going to back up because I need to make more room for myself here. I'm going to write a little smaller. 12 and 12. Those are our denominators. Now I ask 6 times what will equal 12? Well, 6 times 2 is 12. So then we need to do our top number, 1 times 2. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, 4 times what equals 12? 4 times 3 is 12. So I'm going to now do 1 times 3. And 1 times 3 is 3. Alright, let's do the next one. What does both 3 and 2 go into? Our LCD for 3 and 2, our lowest common denominator for 3 and 2. 3 and 2, they both go into 6. So we're going to have 6 as a denominator. 6 as a denominator. 3 times what equals 6? 3 times 2. So I'll do 1 times 2, and 1 times 2 gives me 2. 2 times what equals 6? 2 times 3. So if it's times 3, I'm now going to do the 1 times 3, and that equals 3. Let's look at C. We have 4 and 3. What's the lowest common denominator for 4 and 3? It's going to be 12 again. So we'll put 12 as our denominators. 4 times what equals 12? 4 times 3. So if we do it times 3, we do the top number times 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Okay. 3 times what equals 12? 3 times 4. So now we'll do 1 times 4, which is 4. Okay, last one, D. What does both 5 and 2 go into? 5 and 2 both go into 10. So we're going to use 10 as our denominator. 5 times what equals 10? 5 times 2. So we'll do 2 times 2. That's 4. Right. 2 times what equals 10? 2 times 5. So we'll do 1 times 5. And that is 5. Okay, let's look at number 3. tells us to write the missing terms so we have 3 on the back side, and you'll have to do these on your own up there. Same thing that we did here. Alright, so 4 times what equals 32? 4 times 8 is 32. So then we need to do 3 times 8. 3 times 8 would give us 24. B. 9 times what equals 27? 9 times 3 is 27. So let's do 6 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. 5 times what equals 20? 5 times 4 is 20, so we'll do 4 times 4. That gives us 16. D. 3 times 5 is 15, so let's do 2 times 5, that'd give us 10. E. 7 times 3 is 21, so we'll do 4 times 3, that will give us 12. F. 5 times what is 10? 5 times 2 is 10, so we do 2 times 2, and that gives us 4. Okay, number 4, it tells us to reduce to lowest terms. So we need to think of a number that goes into 12 and 15. What goes into both 12 and 15? 3 does. 3 goes into 12 4 times, and 3 goes into 15 5 times. So our answer is 4 over 5, 4/5. Okay, the next one, B. What goes into 7 and 21? 7 does. 7 goes into 7 1 time. 7 goes into 21 3 times. C. 4/16. What goes into 4 and 16? 4 does. 4 goes into 4 1 time. 4 goes into 16 4 times. D. 18/20. What goes into both 18 and 20? 2 does. 2 goes into 18 9 times. 2 goes into 20 10 times. Look down at number 8. I want to do 8 with you guys. Remember, if a larger number is on top, it's proper. If it's a smaller number on top, now I said that wrong. If a larger number is on top, like 12 over 6, then that is improper, opposite of what I just said. If a smaller number is on top, then it is proper. And if it's the same number over itself, like 5 over 5, it is also improper. Okay, go ahead and do the rest on your own. Okay, before you do the rest on your own, I want to help you to be able to do a good job with that. I want you to know in the continent of South America, there's a place called Calama, and it's in the country of Chile. Now, I'm going to give you multiple choice to guess about this place. Maybe later when you're done with math, you can look on the back map and find it. It's in South America, in the country of Chile. Calama. And my question is, if you were to fly in there, you'd find this out. Now, there's where it's at. Now, what's true about this place? Which is true about Calama, Chile? A, the city is on top of a volcano. B, the only way to get to this city is to fly in on a plane. C, it has never rained there. Or D, they had never had an earthquake. So one of these choices is going to be correct, and I want you to decide which one you think it is. Okay, so go ahead and raise your hand if you think the city is on top of a volcano. Okay. Raise your hand if you think the only way to get to the city is by plane. Raise your hand if you think it has never rained there. And raise your hand if you think they have never had an earthquake. And the correct answer is C. It's never rained there. Go ahead and do the rest on your own. That math pages. You are so smart. I know you can do it.